Guys, welcome back to another episode of Confessions from the Darkside. Today's episode, in good old fashion, in lieu of the holidays that are just past and the upcoming holidays that are going to be coming to light here in the next year. Today's episode is our mental health aftercare from the festive season. This episode, we are going to have reflections from the year past and what we and as you as listeners are looking forward to in 2024. I am LunarXRising.
And I'm Darkside.
And like I said, guys, today's episode is our mental health aftercare from the festive season. Kind of going over a little bit of, how the holidays went with everybody, as well as reflections a little bit of the year and what to look forward to in 2024. But as always, we do have a disclaimer. Our disclaimers for these episodes are a little bit different because we are not as out there as we are on our other episodes. But today's episode, a little different than before, but we are full of adult content in this podcast and in this series of podcasts. We will get real. We will tackle things others may not. We live in a world where it doesn't even know where to be or how to, and this can be confusing for all. If mental health issues are a trigger for you, then please feel free to skip this one. But this is a part of us, and we know how difficult life can get, and this time of the year exacerbates it. And it can make you feel like you have no one to turn to. Well, guys and gals, look no further. We are here, and we can help you with that burden. We are one big unconventional family here at Confessions from the Darkside, and we welcome you today to just put your feet up and just have a listen to what we have been through and what we go through and how we overcome these things. Or do we still have things that niggle at us? Of course we do. We are only human after all. Dysfunctional humans, but we are only human after all. So we will be talking about subjects that can have you, put on the naughty step. But I think myself and Darcy can tell you that step cannot contain us.
No, we wouldn't really be doing this podcast if we could be contained. Yes?
No, we wouldn't.
Yeah.
Christmas was, for myself, it was a little rough this year. For some of you guys that don't know, and I don't think I have mentioned it in the other mental health episodes, my wife and I are separating. So this Christmas this year did not feel Christmassy. Wasn't exactly it was Christmassy due to the fact that her and I do have a son together. We still did everything that we would normally do because of him, celebrated, made food, stuff like that.
Traditions.
But yeah, traditions. But altogether, it didn't exactly feel like it was a holiday. It just felt like it was another day to exist. Things have been a little bit rough. Things are getting better and looking up, but it's just dealing with it as best as we both can. Well, plus we are moving back to Ohio sometime next year, probably at the beginning of the year. We haven't really fully hit the discussion mark yet on that one. Mainly probably at the beginning of the year just to start the new year off, I guess, being anew. It would be the best way to put it. I didn't get really any gifts this year, which is I'm perfectly fine with. I'm not a big person on gifts. I don't care about them. If I want something, I'll buy it throughout the year. So gifts aren't really one of the gifts aren't one of those things that are really pertinent to me. Throughout the year I'll buy myself little knickknacks or tools or whatever I may want throughout the year if I have the extra money to spare. But other than that, my son had a good Christmas. Grandparents from my mom's side, my dad's side, her mom's side all sent him gifts. We got him quite a few things as well. So it was worth it for him at least. But other than that, that's kind of how my festive season went. Darcy's kind of been there through me with everything that's been going on, and she's one of the people that definitely talks to me. And if it wasn't for her and her bluntness, basically telling me to suck it up and shut up.
Hey, I don't always say that, and it makes me sound like a complete cock when I'm not.
She's not. It's
I'm
our
autistic,
personality.
so shut
It is
up.
our personality. There we go. It's our
There we go. I just
personality.
said it there. Sorry.
I know. It's our personalities. I know how she is, and I know basically that's her way of caring would be the best way to put it.
Yes. See, when I'm like this, it shows you that I actually care. That's what I said to my friend on Friday night. I said, I act like a dick towards you because I care. I care. That's just my
Exactly.
own
So,
way of saying that I love you, by the way. And I
yes.
don't say that very often. So
We've been Darcy and I have been friends for better half of a year now, if not little less.
yeah, it's coming up. We're
Um,
probably me going to 2024. Yeah.
yeah, her and I definitely have started this podcast literally kind of out of nowhere. We were just talking about it one day, and then poof, everything came to be, which is great. So kind of reflecting on my 2023, starting this podcast, meeting some great people, especially off Discord, stuff like that it's been an amazing year so far for all that. Yeah, I've had my dark days and my downsides, but I've had a few people help me through those, and it's been one of those things to where doing this definitely helps me kind of, I guess, go blank in the mind, not really think about anything much besides what I'm doing in the moment, especially with the podcast. It's absolutely great.
This is like
Uh,
another kind of coping strategy when you know you've got a
yeah,
podcast on. As what we said earlier was we actually were supposed to have a short podcast. I just had air quotes, man, and you're not even here for my
I
awesome air
if
quotes.
and I seen them in the back of my head, so don't worry.
Okay, so we said before, like we've not spoke on comms for ages on when we're doing a recording, even if we're not even recording, because we do go into comms just to talk sometimes. And we've got that option. Some people don't have that option, and that's what's so great about our podcast, because we haven't actually spoken to each other for ages because there's like life drama, families, shit happening both sides of the world here. So it's life, we were human, whatever. When we hadn't spoken, it was weird because I don't go a week without speaking to you usually because we always
It's
have a
been
podcast on.
it it's been a better part of a week and a half, almost 2 weeks that we haven't been on
That's right.
comms together.
See, that feels like forever.
It
Sorry, that
does.
sounds like a stalker. Oh, seriously, I sound pure stalkery, man. I apologize.
No, I mean it definitely does because when we first started the podcast, it was almost
All the
every
time.
day that I was off work. My schedule didn't really it changed, but it didn't change too much. So it was almost either every week or twice a week that we were doing podcast episodes. And Darcy has just informed me last night or this morning that everything that we have is been updated or edited
Uploaded.
and
Mhm.
uploaded and scheduled to be released at certain times. So it's kind of like, well,
It,
we kind of
it
fell off the
was time.
bandwagon.
Also, because we had December, we did the stories. The stories were longer than expectant, basically. So, but we did
Ah,
loads of content over a 2 week period, and we were uploading all the other content that we do anyway throughout the month. So it was like we did everything, and then we had nothing, and that's why.
yep,
When I found out how some of the programs we use, but I can upload things like way in advance. So it means when we do everything now, I have one day for doing artwork. We do one day it's usually 2 days recording for us sometimes, isn't it? But we try and get at least, is it 4 podcasts done a week? So depending on what we're doing. So if we can do that, maybe 4 or 5, depending on what's going on, how long, or because a few podcasts that do take way longer. So we've decided of what we're doing, so it's like planning
and
one day and all that. We basically got a better schedule now than we did
yep,
before, but we knew it was going to be a learning curve, and that's one of the things that's actually helped me this year is getting out of my own head. I'm saying like we can fucking do this. Like it's not going to be shit. Who gives a fuck? Do you know what I mean? You like doing it. Lunar likes doing it. Who gives a fuck? Just do
exactly.
it. Just impart your wisdom and your shit on people. Just do it. That's what the internet is fucking for, isn't it? So that's what
Yep,
this podcast does for me. So I really don't give a fuck. Yes, it's great having people listen and giving us comments and content and interacting with it. It's fucking great that there's so many fucking weirdos out there just like us, and it's fantastic. And yes, I sound incredibly happy because yes, I found what I'm supposed to do. I don't know about you, but I definitely feel that I've found what I'm supposed to do, and that's why I'm so happy about doing the podcast. And when I'm sick and I can't do it, it pisses me off. When I can't speak because I've got like something like a cold, it fucking pisses me off that I can't fucking do it. So that's when we just have to go into research mode, and that's another thing that I've got as well because
yes.
I do majority of the big topics. So
Yep, Darcy is the researcher for a lot of this, and come next year, hopefully I can start getting a little more of the research as well. Guys, I also want to throw out an apology for anybody who was looking forward and tuning in for the Christmas Eve special for us watching Scrooge. That is solely my fault on that part. I had family come down, and they stayed a little longer than expected, and I wasn't able to get on. And then by the time they left,
It was
Darcy had some things come up. I do believe like her son was still up and stuff like that. So it kind of came down to it just kind of hit scheduling, but it was a learning curve for the both of us, and it was something that we can take into this upcoming year to better schedule and plan things
and
out.
prevent things sometimes, and always
Yep.
have maybe something we can pull out our arses basically to cover
Yep.
any that shit that happens. But we've said this is a learning curve, and again, this podcast and everything that goes along with it. Some people say it's hard work. It is, but see if you enjoy it, and even doing
It's
episodes
hard, but
like
it's
this,
it's fun.
rewarding and fun. And even the mental health episodes, I can't stress enough. If there is something that you enjoy doing, just please, it's like as long as you're not hurting yourself or other people, just do it,
Just do it.
man. You could have happiness like
Yeah, don't worry about what other people think about what you're doing. If it makes you happy, guys, do it. It doesn't matter what other people think about, oh, that person's weird because they like doing such and such. Don't worry about that. If you like doing it, do it. I play video games. I'm
anyway.
33. I'm 33 years old. I love playing video games. It kind of keeps me out of a bad mental headspace. It kind of takes me away from the reality of things. It's something, it's a coping mechanism in retrospect. It kind of eases my mind. It takes my mind off the day that I had, especially if it's at work or I got stressed over something, stuff like that. It helps. If you guys have something that is your coping mechanism, if you guys have something that you guys thoroughly enjoy doing that you know it's going to take your mind off things, do it. Just don't let people run how you want to do things, because it is you who like doing them.
Especially in this time of year when there's so much going
Yes.
on and you need somewhere to be grounded and somewhere. See if you're doing something you enjoy so much that you don't even recognize what time it is. Like you've been sitting there for hours or doing something for hours. When I used to 3D cakes and stuff and make the actual models for the cakes, everything was edible on the cakes that I made because I literally sat there and made 3D sculpting basically on my cakes because I enjoyed standing for 12 hours a day just to make basically bodices out of fondant and stuff. That is something I enjoyed doing when I was doing like the cupcakes I made took ages to make. Do you know what I mean? Because of all the stuff that was on them. So
Absolutely.
if you find something that truly just makes your heart smile, do it. And
Yep.
you have
Don't
one life
don't
to
care
live,
what other
and don't
people
let
say.
people, and especially in high stressful situations at Christmas time and the holidays and the festive periods and family gatherings, see if it's something that you can maybe take away, like something you can take with you and do, or maybe you can read about that thing that you like for more ideas. And it's not just ideas, it's inspiration and stuff. Just scroll through
Absolutely.
Pinterest while you're like, and just say, oh, I could try that when I go home, or do this. Seriously. Or if you want to sit and write fanfic or horror fanfic or whatever, do whatever the fuck you want. I would read that, definitely.
Yeah, yeah, guys, if you guys are listening to this and you guys do write horror fanfic or even
Well done.
do anything, well done to you guys. Send it our way. We might do a podcast episode about it.
Exactly, we
You
should,
never
because there's
know.
plenty. There is
Yeah,
plenty all on Supernatural, probably.
absolutely. I mean, well, I'm pretty sure we can go through a couple supernatural ones that might be a little NSFW for the
It'll be like
podcast, but
it'll be
it'd
an
be
after
fun.
dark. It'll be like from the dark side.
Yeah, literally from the dark side, especially some of the fanfic that I have seen that have been supernatural released. It would definitely be from the dark side, guys.
It would be from the definitely something side anyway. Well, I had we like these podcasts because we literally said you can just basically go off topic.
Yep. And
But
not only that, we're here to, even though this is a mental health episode and this is supposed to be a serious episode, we like to joke around and have a little bit of fun because it definitely helps ease the mind of anybody who is listening to this, who might be struggling. They can get a good laugh out of some things that we do say and stuff like that, guys. This is yes, Darcy and I, we talk almost every day. If we don't talk almost every day, then we both messaging each other, are you okay? Are you there? What's going on? What's wrong? We blow each other up.
Also,
But
that sounds a
these,
wee bit like stalking.
yes, we are friends. We stalk each other. Get over it. But this episode is purely for you guys. Yes, we talk about what we have had happen, what we're going through, stuff like that. But this is also our way of reaching out to you guys for you guys to reach out to us. So I just want to clarify that. It's we have a bunch of paragraphs in here that can be read. Pretty much though, everything that we literally just talked about kind of summarized all the paragraphs, honestly.
I did some right good writing for this, man, especially. I talk about it all the time. Shit happens. Does it bother me? Yes. Do I try and let it bother me? Yes. Does it always work out that way? No. So I've had a not so very good year since 2022, I would say. Shit happens, family shit. Feeling completely alone sometimes because you've had to cut off a big chunk of your DNA, if not probably all your DNA, because you don't want toxicity in your life. But when you have special birthdays or special times that usually someone would text you or phone you, or even just they don't, they're only all out for themselves. So that was a big lesson, thinking that can they really be this nasty? But I found out the hard way. Remove toxicity from your life. Got sick in June. Struggled to eat. Projectile vomiting for The Exorcist. Audition for The Exorcist. Still have no. There's no evidence of what the hell caused what's wrong with me or what is wrong with me and how to prevent it and how to get better. Not being able to eat solid foods, always drinking meal replacements, unable to train, still kept part of my guns and my shoulders, which I was very happy about. Again, if you go onto Twitch, you'll see what I mean by the Christmas. Is it Christmas Eve or is it Christmas Day? Christmas Day, I think. Stream that I have Giga Chad shoulders. You'll understand what I'm talking about. And yes, I am Chandler. I always use comedy to mask how I really feel. So that's pretty much my 2023. If it wasn't for my son and my husband, I don't know where I would be. And obviously yourself starting podcast and having my own channel and my own outlet. I don't know what I would really where I would be, to be honest, because grief is a fucked up thing and it fucking manifests in its own weird way. Everybody and everybody's different. We're all human after all. But an autistic person with grief, it's the weirdest thing to explain. You'd have to go through it yourself to actually know what it feels like because you just cannot describe it. But I'm not ashamed about talking about stuff like this like I used to be in previous years. I wouldn't really want to share how I felt with people or share what I was going through. And I have my own community now. We both have our own communities now, so I don't have an issue now that I've dropped the mask with with being autistic, and I don't hide anything because it was taking up all my energy to hide everything. I have my own community where I can be myself and I can encourage others to be themselves because it's best just to be fucking honest about it and just basically try and move on and just not push it away. But in 2024, I've already said I'm not making New Year's resolutions. I don't. I just, every year, I do something better and that makes me happy. So this year's podcast and not hiding how I feel and telling people when I'm not happy about something, even though I do that anyway. But telling them, really, no, I'm not fucking okay with this now, fuck off. And if people don't like how I'm talking to them, then they don't have to have anything to do with me. They can just fuck off. I'm not mincing my words for anybody these days. And the past, 2 weeks, like I said to you, there's been so much drama with other people's drama and people getting sucked in. And at this time of year, it's just, there's so much going on that if like it's like the tip of the iceberg, just one thing can just like send you over the edge. I haven't done that yet, and that's another thing that I've got to actually give myself a thumbs up about is the fact that I've not literally lost the plot and went mental as much. The start of the year, yes, but it seems to be kind of, I don't know about you, when you're coming out of whatever loads of shit that's happened in your life that you just like you're not going nuts anymore because it's not you don't care, you're just happy that you're pretty much coming out of it and you don't need to kind of deal with that anymore. I don't know how about you feel about that when you actually have had like just a couple of years of shit and then you just like, I'm out of this now, I don't need to deal with it. I don't know if you would deal with it similarly. Like you just now that it's over with, you just don't want to go back. So therefore, that's that done. Walk away. Like hopefully it explodes or something and it goes forever. That's what I feel about the past few years, and I'm glad that 2024 is literally only a few hours away for me because we're at 10, like just before 9 p.m. here. So that's how I feel about 2023. And 2024 is a new year, and we've got plenty of content, plenty of awesome things to be talking about, and plenty of things to be looking forward to. And I just hope that everybody else has that for the coming year. It's okay to be a wee bit selfish. Just remember that, because sometimes you just need time with yourself.
I agreed there. 2023, last couple of years definitely have been blah, and here's to 2024 and getting things right back on the right track.
Yep, that's all I can do. Just keep going.
But guys, as we normally do and everything that we have a little script and little stuff to go over to talk about. But things that may have happened in 2023 doesn't mean you have to carry them into 2024. What has happened doesn't need to be held over you or brought by you into the future. They can stay in 2023 and we can move on. Things can seem much more difficult to just let go and move on, but we as humans have the power to let it go, like Elsa. Yes. And just move on. There is no fault of ours or others to want to let go and move on and get over things. Keeping this shit in and over us isn't helping us or the people around us, so let's just try and be kinder to ourselves and try to start how we mean to go on. What does this mean? We have got through yet another cluster of holidays and we are out the other side after those. The new bells of a new start will be ringing, and that is our indication to start a new year without the excess baggage from the year 2023, to fuck off and start afresh, which we all can do in our own way, in our own time. So these check-ins and aftercare episodes are different and not our usual scheduled programming, but here at Confessions from the Darkside, we decided to make our community a different one, to be accountable for each and every one of you wonderful people who chose to come on over, show your support, and listen to our episodes, interact with us over social media, and be a part of our podcast and our family here at Confessions of the Darkside. We wanted to create a space that is welcome to all as we are living on this planet, and the least we can do is be there for each other in ways that other communities may not or may lack.
That's correct.
We are all human. We all have our own ways, our own pasts, our own problems, but we can coexist together and be there for each other, whether it's an episode like this or it's reaching out through the social medias or emails or just checking in through Discord on live streams, etc. We can be there when you need us and be there for each other, for each and every one of you. And guys, like I have mentioned in a few of these past mental health check-ins, Darcy and I, we may live 5 hours apart, so you're always going to have a high chance of reaching one of us through our emails, the social medias, the Discord. You'll have a high chance of reaching at least one of us. If I'm sleeping, she's up. If she's sleeping, I'm up. So you guys have a very high chance of reaching out and getting a hold of one of us. I hope you all have celebrated the holidays in your own way, and when things have got too much to learn, behaviors of the past to help prevent meltdowns, episodes that we cannot control, as there are outlying factors such as family and other humans around that may not understand how you feel or understand your needs. Learning to understand yourself so that if anything happens, this happens in the future, we know what to do, how to overcome it, and how to come out from the other side with less fatalities than before, adapting and evolving in ourselves so that we can rely on our own intuition and work on this for own survival, as sometimes it feels like we have our little victories, but we are still very much in the middle of the war in our own heads and battling our daily lives along with it. So when we have our little victories, take your win. Celebrate those wins and remember that feeling, and we can build on this. We are our biggest enemies and we are incredibly hard on ourselves, but what we truly need to be is realistic within ourselves and just be kinder to yourself and each other. If things get too much, back the fuck off and go to the place you need to be. As we said, turn to your hobbies and take things that make you smile. If you cannot see this yet, then create something. Battle it out, get to the light. that makes you shine and makes you smile, we can get there all the way. All we can do is try. Try again. And if this is hard for you, reach out. We are here for you, and we hope you all know this. Please, if you cannot speak to us, please check out your local services where you are in the world and speak to that stranger that is there to listen and help. And guys, we are also that stranger that is there to listen and help. But yes, please, if you guys cannot or just don't want to talk to two people that you guys hear listening on a podcast and you guys do need the extra attention, definitely please reach out to your guys' local services. We care about each and every one of you. We do not want to see or hear about somebody who got hurt. We want you guys to be safe, especially around these time of the years when they are the most stressful.
Alone. It's really lonely time as well.
Yes.
So please, we say it every time that you can. It doesn't even need to be like at this time of year. It can be any time. Like we said, 5 hours behind Lunar is, but if you're not going to get one of us, you'll get both of us.
Yep. And also, guys, as we have mentioned throughout each and every episode, if you guys talk to us and you guys reached out to one of our personal emails or the confessions email, we will respond. If you reach out to us, one of us, the only people that are going to know are going to be Darcy and myself. We're not going to post it publicly. We're not going to throw any shade. It'll be between her and I and whoever talks to us. Guys, we are here to help you guys out. We're not here to shame you in any way. We are not here to throw you under any kind of double-decker bus. We are here to help you. We just want you guys to know that, especially from two people who have had shit thrown at us throughout our lives. We just want you guys to know that we are here for you. That we do love and appreciate each and every one of you that are here at Confessions from the Darkside, whether it may be on Twitter, YouTube, Buzzsprout, all the social medias. We just want you guys to know that you guys are appreciated just for stopping in and listening to our podcast. You guys throw a like in there. You guys don't have to subscribe, but we do appreciate the listen. For the ones that do stop by, listen, subscribe, like, whatever, you guys are just as well appreciated too. We love each and every one of you, and we guys definitely want you guys to be safe. We definitely want you guys to reach out when you guys need to be. We're not professionals by any means. We'll get that cleared up, but we are here to talk to you guys. Even if you guys don't want to talk about what's going on in your head or what problems you have that are going on with you that are making you feel the way that you're feeling, just reach out to us. Just say, hey, we'll respond. We'll talk to you. We'll talk about whatever you guys may want to talk about, whether it's horror movies, video games, hobbies that you guys might like. We'll throw that out there. We'll just talk about anything. We do not, I don't want to say we don't care about what we talk about, but we care about just helping you get through a time that you're alone and you guys just want somebody there to talk to. We care about that. Whether it's a conversation that is pertaining to what you guys need help with, or if it's just a random conversation that you guys want just somebody to talk to about, we're here for it. Guys, this upcoming year, it's going to be a learning curve for a lot of people. Guys, there are going to be some big changes for the upcoming year for everybody. You know, everything's going to be new year. You know, everybody get ready for the new year, new me post on Facebook. You know, everybody loves those. And then nothing ever changes. But the biggest change that you can do and make is yourself. You know, if you are not happy with something, change it. It's easier to say than what it actually is to do. But sometimes that's the risk and the worth of being able to change things is the hardness of it is worth the risk. Especially here on Confessions of the Darkside, her and I have a lot of plans coming up to do stuff this upcoming year. Content we plan on bringing to you guys. We kind of went through a learning curve this year, especially when it came to our schedules.
It'll be like a few years before you have a proper evolved since September. So.
We have evolved. We've gotten a lot better with our content. We've gotten better with the schedules. Unfortunately, that's going to be something that's going to have to be relearned when I move back to Ohio is new schedule for me. Stuff like that. But guys, again, we said that these episodes are solely for you guys to just let loose and take a weight off your chest and shoulders and talk to us, or just listen to us be goofy and talk about things that we plan on doing for the upcoming year and stuff like that. We are here for you guys. If you guys would love to reach out to us just to talk about things, you guys can definitely reach out to us on our social media platforms. You can find us on X or Twitter by Confessions from the Darkside. We now have, thanks to Darcy, we now have a Facebook community by the same name. You can find us also on Instagram by the same name. If you guys don't want to reach us out to that way, through our emails, we have confessionsfromthedarkside@gmail.com. Behind the Mask Reviews at gmail.com. The E in behind, the E in mask are threes, the E in the
Really?
are threes. And mask, the S is a 5.
Sorry, but I was like, I had to think about that there myself going, I don't think there's a 3 in math.
No. And then you guys can reach out to me at LunarXRising@gmail.com. This is our episode for you guys. This is us telling you guys to be safe, that we care, that we want to hear about you guys doing good. We want to be here for you guys. This is our way of showing our community that we love you guys, that we appreciate you guys, and that you guys, whether or not knowingly or unknowingly, you guys can confide into us and talk to us. Whatever you guys want to reach out to us about, it stays between Darcy and I. It does not go public. It does not leave us. It is between us and you. If you are a female listener and you guys just want to reach out to Darcy because you guys are having female related issues, I get that. Gentlemen, same way with me. If you guys want to reach out to me because you guys are having male issues, I get that. If you guys don't care if we share information between each other, that's fine too. Regardless, it does not leave us. You guys are more than welcome to reach out to us, and it stays with us at all times. We're not going to share your guys' information or personal stuff. We love you guys. We care for you guys, and we appreciate you guys. Take care. Have a happy new year. Remember, out with the old, in with the new. I'm LunarXRising.
And I'm Darcy Darkness.
This is a Happy New Year Confessions from the Dark Side. Later.
Later.